中华民国台湾总统赖清德阁下莅临会场。
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming President of the Republic of China, Taiwan, His Excellency Dr.赖清德。
各位使节代表、各位贵宾、各位女士、先生，大家晚安，大家好！欢迎大家今晚莅临外交部114年春宴。首先，让我们热烈欢迎今晚晚会的主人，外交部林佳龙部长致辞。
Excellencies, ambassadors, honorable representatives, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, welcome to the 2025 MOFA Gala. I would like to start by inviting our host, Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Dr. Lin Jialong, to say a few words.
Good evening, President Lai Ching-te, Republic of China, Taiwan, Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, Ambassador Andrew Bowman of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Excellency, Ambassadors, and honorable representatives, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this spring banquet hosted by MOFA. Thank you. This is my first time to host this MOFA Gala, so I'm so excited to welcome all of you. Over the past year, I have shared many wonderful times with ambassadors and representatives in Taiwan. Let's remember that we tested mulled red wine at the European Christmas market, and we cheered for athletes playing at the World Baseball and Football Confederation Premier 12 Championship at the Taipei Dome, Team Taiwan. With the head of the Team Taiwan here, our president. So you also join me and my wife, Patricia, who also present tonight, to attend a very wonderful performance at the National Center for Arts in Kaohsiung. There we saw crossing over 看追整 潜水传 a story originated from my hometown, Yunlin. And it was performed by the 九天民俗技艺团, 九天 folk drums and art troupe. Thank you for your encouragement so that all Taiwanese culture can be seen on the world stage. I think many of the ambassadors and representatives also attended this great event. Last year, I accompanied President Lai on a South Pacific tour entitled Smart and Sustainable Development for a Prosperous Austronesian Region. We traveled to our allies in the Pacific and visited three important partners countries, the Marshall Islands, Tuvalu, and Palau, and transit the United States via Hawaii and Guam. Moreover, I served as the President's special envoy to the 45th Independence Day celebrations of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I also visited 4 other allies in the region, namely Guatemala, Belize, St. Lucia, and St. Kitts and Nevis. In November, I led a delegation of drone industry representatives to Slovenia and Poland, and this further economic cooperation between Taiwan and Europe. And in January, I served as President Lai's special envoy again, this time to Paul's presidential inauguration. I very much appreciate the hospitality of the governments, peoples, and the social leaders of the countries I visited. Our delegations were afforded safe, comfortable, and convenient travel, and we were able to engage friends from all parties in extensive discussions. President Lai has envisioned the values-based diplomacy for Taiwan. He aims to transform Taiwan into an economy on which the sun never sets. 经济日不落国. On my trips overseas, we witnessed this vision taking hold in our diplomatic work, and we saw great achievements that have deepened and strengthened Taiwan's ties with other nations. I also want to thank our friends here and around the world. You have spoken up for Taiwan at the international events, and you have endorsed Taiwan's global participation as well as cross-strait peace and stability. Each time you express support, you also encourage the diplomats and the people of Taiwan, and your efforts help bring our government and people closer together in support of our nation's diplomacy. In this new year, we face two challenges: authoritarian expansion and supply chain restructuring. With integrated diplomacy as a new approach, we will enable Taiwan's business to advance into the global arena. Through industrial cooperation, we can bolster international linkage, leverage our chips industry strengths, and continue to play a critical role in democratic, clean supply chains. Taiwan is confident. Taiwan is a force for good, and we are willing to work with the rest of the world. That's why we have chosen Chip In with Taiwan. 台湾和世界一起拼 as the theme for this spring banquet. Please, give us, a big applause for Chip In with Taiwan. You know, chip means not just chip. It's semiconductor chips. And we want to be not only Team Taiwan, but also part of Team World. In closing, I thank President Lai for leading our people on the right path of democracy. Together, we will create a new Taiwan of democracy, peace, and prosperity. We will bring Taiwan closer to the world, and the world closer to Taiwan. I hope that you enjoy the delicious food and the great performance that MOFA has arranged for you tonight. May you have a wonderful evening, and may the year of the snake bring you and your families good health, happiness, and success in all your endeavors. Thank you.
谢谢部长，请部长回座。
Thank you, Minister Lin. Please be seated.
接下来，我们欢迎驻台外交使节团团长圣文森及格瑞纳丁伯安卓大使致辞。
Next, we would like to invite Her Excellency Andrea Bowman, Ambassador of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Dean of Diplomatic Corps, to speak.
Your Excellency, President Lai Ching-te, Your Excellency, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Lin Chai-lung, and Madam Patricia Liao, Your Excellencies of the Office of the President and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, distinguished ministers and elected representatives of the government of Taiwan, my fellow ambassadors and other members of the diplomatic corps and representative offices, distinguished guests and members of the media, sincere spring greetings to you all on behalf of the diplomatic corps and representative offices. Good evening. In an article published by the UK Express last month, Taiwan was described as, and I quote, the tiny island country with a £142 billion industry that powers the entire global economy. End of quotation. I'll say that again. The tiny island country with a £142 billion industry that powers the entire global economy. This somewhat simplified description of Taiwan marries the two areas of focus of this year's MOFA Gala. The first of these areas of focus is the Blue Ocean, for an island is defined by its being surrounded by the waters of the ocean. Taiwan is thus an island in the one ocean which washes up on all of our shores. Taiwan's place in this blue ocean means that, like our small island developing states, our SIDS, Taiwan is disproportionately affected by the ravages of climate change. It also means that the ocean is precious to Taiwan's means of living and production. It also means that Taiwanese, like the rest of humanity, are aware that we are all bound by our one ocean, for which we all bear the responsibilities of patronage and protection. This evening's banquet seeks to honor these responsibilities, and we must congratulate MOFA for this sensitivity, which is beautifully depicted here this evening. Look at all this blue. Could we kindly give MOFA a round of applause, please? The other and more important area of MOFA's focus, which is captured by the UK Express article, is the theme, Chipping with Taiwan. Chipping with Taiwan was also the theme for last year's International Organizations Day, hosted by MOFA. Why then is this theme being repeated for this evening's MOFA Gala? It is being repeated because the £142 billion industry referenced in the article is projected to grow by 16.5% this year, driven by high demand for AI and high-performance computing devices, according to the Industrial Technology Research Institute. And what exactly does this projection mean to and for MOFA? It means that MOFA's mission in safeguarding the sovereignty and the integrity of Taiwan is continually heightened and remains in sharp focus locally, regionally, and internationally. MOFA is the government's arm which must hold, protect, and safeguard Taiwan. This arm must function from a policy perspective, an administrative perspective, and from an ethical perspective. TSMC, the largest semiconductor producer globally, is as Taiwanese as bubble tea. Yet, this truism is being loudly challenged. MOFA must continue to hold the chips for TSMC and other Taiwanese companies which produce over 60% of the world's semiconductors and over 90% of the most advanced of these semiconductors. MOFA's advocacy and protection must remain intact so that our global community could continue to chip in with Taiwan. For the reality is that, by and large, the global community is chipping in with Taiwan, and this is not restricted to the semiconductor industry. After all, Taiwan possesses the 21st largest economy in the world. The strength of Taiwan's economy allows it to lift other democratic economies which are within the ecosystem of its supply chain and trading sphere. Linkages with Taiwan are increasing and are being strengthened. The Belgian government has for the first time voiced language supportive of Taiwan, as opposed to the policy which it had previously espoused. The British government's Enhanced Trade Partnership Agreement is the first institutionalized economic and trade framework signed between Taiwan and any European country, and here I am quoting President Lai. US lawmakers from both parties are proposing IMF membership for Taiwan. The Czech Republic has opened its labor market to a specific number of Taiwanese. Powerful international voices are chipping in with Taiwan. Therefore, Taiwan has to ensure that its internal infrastructure operates as a whole, sees itself as a whole, and not as a fractured segment of another construct. Taiwan has to buttress itself internally in order to justify the faith which the international community has shown in this democratic island. The ambiguity within Taiwan concerning its own integrity, its own cohesiveness, has to be resolved sooner rather than later. The absence of such a resolution weakens Taiwan from within and increases its vulnerability to being undermined externally. A house divided against itself will not stand. Multiple voices belong within the choir of a democratic country. But these voices must maintain the harmony within one choir. Broken chords defeat the unifying integrity of MOFA's mission. This spring, in the year of the snake, the year of renewal, let us commit ourselves to celebrating the island nation of Taiwan. Let us commit ourselves to chipping in with the coherence of a unified Taiwan. Thank you.
谢谢朴安卓大使，请大使回座。
Thank you, Ambassador Bowman. Please be seated. Now we are honored to have President赖清德to deliver his remarks.
"外交部连佳龙部长钱康利、使节团团长朴安卓大使以及各国驻台使节、 总统府各位资政、国策顾问、行政院各部会首长、立法院各位委员、各界的贵宾，大家晚安，大家好。今天是我上任后第一次参加外交部举办的春宴，很高兴能跟各国贵宾以及国内各界好友一起见面交流。过去1年，全球局势快速变迁，地缘政治起伏、供应链重组以及科技进展等因素，都深刻影响各国战略布局。借这个机会，我要感谢友邦及理念相近国家，持续在各个国际场合展现对台湾的重视和支持。我们看到上个月的美日领袖联合声明、美日韩外长联合声明，以及 G7 外长联合声明，都强调台海和平稳定的重要性，在彰显了台湾在全球的进步与繁荣中扮演重要的角色。我也要特别感谢各位驻台使节代表，跟我们一起努力，为彼此的国家建立更紧密的伙伴关系。我始终相信，一个更强大的台湾能为世界做出更多贡献。因此，我在上任后，在总统府成立了国家气候变迁对策委员会、全社会防卫韧性委员会以及健康台湾推动委员会，针对全球性议题持续关注，也解决影响国人最重要的议题，希望集结各方的力量，来为国家发展拟定战略，也加深台湾和国际社会的合作。去年我出访太平洋友邦、马绍群岛共和国、土瓦鲁国、帛琉共和国，非常感谢友邦朋友的热情接待，我深刻感受到我们就像是一家人。透过实地的走访，彼此交流，我们除了深化邦谊、互助合作、创造双赢，也展现台湾有决心和各个友邦国家共同因应气候变迁、净零转型、数位转型等种种挑战。而这个月初在台湾举行的全球合作暨训练架构 GCTF 研习营，是第一次以全社会防卫韧性为主题进行讨论，有来自30国的专家学者共同参与。我也要再次感谢各位使节团、各位代表的支持和协助。接下来在各个领域，我们都期待跟各国拓展合作关系，共同促进区域和世界的民主、和平、繁荣。面对威权主义扩张，台湾会持续强化国防力量，跟民主国家肩并肩，共同发挥嚇阻力量，也会携手打造非红供应链，提升彼此的经济韧性，更将推动全球半导体民主供应链伙伴倡议，确保科技与经济稳健发展。今年元旦，我发表新年谈话提到，新的一年我们还有更多精彩的台湾故事要告诉全世界。今天现场的每一位都是台湾的好朋友，在这块土地上的故事，各位都是重要的角色。非常感谢各位为台湾尽心尽力，透过各种方式，让台湾连结世界，让世界认识台湾多彩多姿的故事。
相信透过我们彼此更深更广的合作，不仅仅会有更多精彩的台湾故事，也将共同开创更美好的未来。谢谢大家，祝今天晚上大家有一个非常愉快的夜晚。谢谢大家，谢谢。
谢谢总统，请总统留步。
Thank you, President Lai. Please remain on stage as we invite Minister Lin and Ambassador Bowman to join you in a toast.
敬请林部长及博安卓大使上台来与总统一同祝酒。祝大家在新的一年都能灵动致远，温然自达。
In this new year, we wish for you all to be able to reach far and achieve your goals. Cheers!
谢谢总统、部长及博安卓大使，请回座。
Thank you, President Lai, Minister Lin, and Ambassador Bowman. Please be seated. 欢迎大家今晚莅临外交部114年春宴，在这个春